Liana discovers a shimmer. 12-year-old Liana had always been drawn to the sea. Every chance she got, she would hop on her bike, backpack bouncing with snacks and a notebook, and ride along the rocky coastline near her home. The waves seemed to call her, their rhythmic whispers daring her to explore what lay beneath. One summer morning, as the sun painted the horizon gold, Liana stood on her favorite cliff, peering into the turquoise waters below. She noticed something strange, a shimmer, a flicker of light weaving just beneath the surface, like a thread of gold pulling her gaze deeper into the waves. Curious and uncharacteristically reckless, she decided to dive in. Diving into the depths, splashing into the cool embrace of the sea, Liana swam toward the light. Her fear of the unknown dissolved, replaced by an all-encompassing sense of awe. The shimmering grew brighter, pulling her down into the depths. She should have been out of breath by now, but something around the glow filled her lungs with cool, fresh energy. Deeper and deeper she swam, until the world above faded away, swallowed by the brilliant glow below. And then, she saw it. An underwater city stretched before her, glowing softly in hues of blues and golds. Towers of glittering corals spiraled out of the sand. Seashell domes glistened like pearls, and streets paved with shimmering sea stones wound between grand plazas. Fish of all colors darted through the water like shooting stars. But it was the glowing fish, the glowfish, that truly stole her breath. Hundreds of them spiraled high above, their light bathing the city in a protective, golden hue. Meeting Aura as Liana floated in speechless awe, a soft voice reached her, clear, even though it shouldn't have been. "A human," the voice whispered, curious and surprised. Liana quickly turned and saw her. The creature looked almost human, except for her shimmering sapphire fins, the translucent green lines glowing along her arms, and eyes that seemed to reflect the entire ocean. Her hair flowed around her like seaweed caught in a current. "Don't be afraid," she said, her voice like a melody. "I'm Aura, and you found the kingdom of the depths." "The kingdom of the depths?" Liana repeated, her words bubbling out in astonishment. "A human in the kingdom. I'm Aura, and you found the kingdom of the depths." "The kingdom of the depths?" Liana repeated, her words bubbling out in astonishment. She looked around again. "All of this? It's real?" Aura nodded, a small smile playing at her lips. "Very real. But you shouldn't be here. No human has ever reached us before." Before Liana could ask more questions, a second voice interrupted, deeper and wise. "If she's here, then perhaps the currents knew what they were doing." Turning, Liana saw a massive octopus gliding toward them. His skin shimmered faintly, etched with intricate geometric patterns that pulsed as he moved. One of his many legs held a long staff of twisted coral. "Kalano," Aura said, bowing her head respectfully. "This is Liana, a human girl. She found us." Kalano studied Liana with sharp, intelligent eyes. Kalano's explanation. Then he nodded. "Come," he said simply. "If she is here, there's a reason." Aura led Liana into the heart of the kingdom, where schools of glowfish circled a central plaza, their light pulsing softly in unison. Kalano explained. "Glowfish are more than our light. Our kingdom's survival depends on them. You see, we are surrounded by a dangerous darkness, a shadow known only as the darkness beast. Long ago, we used the light of the glowfish to drive it away, but the beast is not gone. It lingers, hungering for the light, for life. And now, it stirs once more." Aura's expression darkened. "The darkness beast. The glowfish cannot hold it back alone. Their light is flickering, just as the beast grows stronger. Kalano and I have been searching for a way to protect our home. But perhaps, if the ocean's currents brought you to us, as Kalano believes, you are the answer." "Me?" Liana asked incredulously. "I'm just a girl. What can I do?" Kalano raised his staff, pointing toward a grand structure at the far edge of the city. The Mirror of Radiance. It was a temple, carved from crystal-like stones that shimmered faintly with trapped light. Within that temple lies the Mirror of Radiancia crystal, capable of focusing and magnifying the glowfish's light. But only someone with an unyielding heart can unlock its power, and no one here has succeeded. Liana's heart pounded. She looked at Aura, then Kalano, then again at the darkened edges of the kingdom, where she now noticed shadowy tendrils twisting and curling, reaching ever closer. "I don't know if I can do it," she said quietly. Aura placed a glowing hand on her shoulder. "Sometimes, we only discover what we're capable of when we take the first step." With Kalano leading the way, and Aura swimming by her side, Liana entered the temple. Entering the temple, the walls glittered with light. and at the center of the chamber stood the Mirror of Radiance. It was enormous, taller than 5 people stacked together and made of gleaming crystal that reflected the glowfish's light in captivating bursts. But as Liana approached, the shadows that clung to the edges of the city surged inward, almost as if they sensed what was happening. The beast revealed itself a massive, swirling vortex of darkness, coiling like a serpent. Its form was amorphous, but glowing eyes glared from the abyss, and it let out a growl that shook the temple walls. "Liana!" Kalano shouted. "The mirror must be activated!" Aura, eyes narrowed with determination, swam around the room, her glowing hands directing frantic schools of glowfish toward the temple. "Hold on, little ones. You can do this," she urged them. Activating the mirror, Liana stared at the mirror. She felt the weight of the beast's ominous presence pressing down on her. But then she thought about all she'd seen this beautiful kingdom, its kind inhabitants, and the glowfish's glow that gave everything life. She couldn't let this darkness destroy it. Summoning every ounce of courage she had, she pressed her hands against the cool surface of the mirror. It pulsed. At first, faintly, but then, light began to ripple from the glowfish outside, traveling in streams toward the mirror. The cavern flooded with light, bright enough to push back the tendrils of shadow, but the beast roared, fighting to consume the glow. "Keep going!" Aura shouted. "It's working!" Giving it her all, Liana focused. "Not today, shadow monster," she murmured under her breath. She felt the light swirl through the mirror more strongly now, as if responding to her heart. With a final pulse, the mirror directed the glowfish's light outward, in a brilliant, blinding beam, straight toward the beast. The light pierced through its dark mass, and with an anguished roar, the beast disintegrated completely, dissolving into harmless mist. Farewell to the kingdom. The kingdom erupted in cheers and bright bursts of light. Aura hugged Liana, and even Kalano bowed solemnly, his wise eyes glimmering with respect. "You have saved us, brave one." Blushing, Liana shook her head. "No, it wasn't just me. The glowfish and all of you did this too." As the celebration died down and the ocean returned to tranquility, Aura swam next to Liana. "You could stay, you know," she said softly. "The kingdom of the depths would welcome you." Liana smiled, her heart full. "As much as I'd love to, I have a family waiting for me back home, but I'll never forget this place, or any of you." Kalano gave her a knowing look. "The currents brought you here for a reason. Who's to say they won't bring you back someday?" And with that, Liana swam to where the currents carried her upward, back to the world of sunlight. As she reached the surface, she glanced back. For a heartbeat, the kingdom shimmered below her, its glow warm and inviting. From that day on, Liana couldn't walk by the ocean without smiling. Somewhere beneath those waves, the kingdom of the depths thrived, and thanks to her, its light was brighter than ever.
Thank you for watching our story today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to enjoy more fun stories. Share with us in the comments the names of characters or stories you'd like us to tell next. And don't forget to share the video with your friends and children so everyone can benefit. See you in a new story. Take care. Oh,